Well, I get people calling me for right now. I just said Louise Candy. So definitely, I just like this candy. I gotta stop it. I'm feeling because I don't want to get no more caries. I don't want to lose no more teeth. You know, and then take you 100. I got to get to 100 to get my teeth back. So I don't want to eat any more candy right now because I'm going to talk to you. You ever thought about in this universal world that about is there ever going to be a cure for the common cold where they prevent you from ever having colds? Well, doing my research and not in looking in the medical journals and looking at them, I discovered that there are two reasons why you have a cold, why you can get a cold. One is when your body is cleansing itself out. That sometimes if you're nutritional, if you have a nutritional deficiency, that if the antibodies are hard at work and there's not enough antibodies and it has your body overheats and it generates after doing a cleansing time of your body, then it can cause you to have a cold. The second one is you walking around with wet clothes on. If you like to wear wet t-shirts, wet underwear, that can give you a cold. And you get cold going out there in the cold weather with not enough proper clothes on. Now you have to have a lot of clothes to being not warm, prepared for the weather. But I put a lot of layers on, a lot of layer of clothes on, but not too many because you don't want to overheat your body and make yourself sweat, and then you become wet and then you get a cold. Walking in the rain can give you a cold. Walking in the rain, going out in cold weather, and sometimes when your body cleanses itself out and you have a nutritional deficiency, and it can cause your body to because the antibodies at work, and then your pores open up too wide, and then you guess what? All that air comes in, and some of that bacteria gets into your body, and then gets a cold. That can cause you to have a cold. And that's what you want to know about. That's what it's about. You know, I always like to do studies on a lot of different things. Next time we come here, we'll have a study on this called as a Christian program. We're going to be talking about various subjects and topics. Right now, we're talking about the cold. And next time, we're going to talk about the gene. How the inner workings of the gene, how you got them little thin lines. The gene, inside of the gene, them little wires, is some thin little lines. They're so thin. If you get too close to them to try to see them, they will melt away. That's how thin it is. It's inside of your gene line. You got lines, and the gene doesn't die just because it's just for hereditary reason. The gene helps the body to send signals to the body, to the brain. It sends signals to the brain to start operational functions of your body. You know, and I'm going to tell you too much stuff. Yeah, the gene, little lines got to go. They got to go lines, send a little signal out to your brain. And the genes help not only your hereditary, they change changes the color of your skin, as you the makeup of your body, your hair color is going to be your natural color. Is going to go gray. Everything, and every when you're urinating, you always have this little extra urine that comes out, and it comes in a little straight line, and that's telling you that your body is changing. Something about you. You lose weight, you get that little line. You gain weight, you get that line. And you get older, you get that line. You know, you might be changing every single day. You probably are changing the way you look, the color of your skin, your hair texture. Something is changing. And the genes are a part of the process that send a signal to the brain to let your brain know to start the operational process for it to change. I know it sounds kind of complication, but and then it had a little gene line go do 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 do, and they send that to the signal to the brain. Okay, and like you start gaining weight, it sends a signal to the brain do 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 do, and the brain says, okay, let's get the operational process. Let's tell the muscles to the skin to expand. The gene tells, hey, tell the skin to expand. So the sends a signal to the brain, and the brain takes the signal and it sends it to the skin. Okay, then you got to start expanding. Tell the muscles, come on, let's work this. We got to make the skin expand, because this body needs the room. That's how you get bigger. Then when you get smaller, the gene sends a signal to the brain, do, 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 do. Shed some of that skin. Shed some of them fat. We about to deteriorate some of them fat cells in the body. So the brain tells the muscles, it tells the skin, it tells the heart, okay, let's get to work and changing this body into a smaller person, smaller human being. So it gets to work on, while you're sleeping, you're shedding the old person. Or while you wake, you use the bathroom, you shed the old person. Some of the fat cells die. Some of the fat cells die, and then you have to excrete them out. But that's why if you got to go to the restroom, go to the restroom. Don't hold about it. Excretion is just another way of process that helps keep some of the toxins out of your body too. So if you got to use it. Don't hold it. If you got to do number 2, you do number 2. Don't hold that either. You might funk up the bathroom. You might have it smell it in there. So you might drop a bomb in the bathroom. They're going to say drop a bomb in the bathroom. We're going to say excuse for that. But you may smell up the place, but at least you didn't hold it in. And it's good not for you to hold it in. Just let it go. That's a process. The gene does other thing, gets the color of your eyebrows, the color of your eyes, the color of your body. It works continuously, not just on one function and making for heredity, what kind of kids you're going to have. It still has a function, and it's the last thing that dies. You think the body, you would think that the brain is the last thing that dies, or the heart is the last thing that dies. But it's the gene that is the last thing to die, because it sends the signal to the brain, say, let's shut this body down. And the gene and the brain say, okay, skin, close up the pores, muscles contract, organs shut down, heart stop. That was then after that, after the heart stopped, the brain stops, the gene continues, because there's a death process that goes on in the body. The body has to start now to deteriorate. And so in order for it to deteriorate, the gene has to be the last thing that dies. That dies in the body. Because after all this, the gene is no longer operating with the brain. It's operating on itself, with itself, and it's telling the body, sending signals to the body to start to dry out. Fluids started going out of the body, leaving the pores, coming out of the pores. The skin started getting harder. And the only thing that really can survive is your bones. But then after the death process is going on, once the death process starts, the gene dies. Because we got what we started from was a gene. We go right back to being. We go right. Hey, wait a minute, get these together. We started from a gene, and we go back to being a gene. That's why this is the last part that dies, because that's when we goes right back. Because it was the thing that started the whole process in the beginning. So it's the thing that is the whole process of life. And because we are going back to where we came from the dirt. That's why the gene is the last one to die, because our body starts to deteriorate, our skin and in our bones. It's hard for the bones to deteriorate because it's made up of a lot of different things. But it's the last thing that starts to deteriorate. After a while, it will eventually deteriorate. But the skin starts to shed and crack and get dried out, and when it starts to, guess what? When you all look up, even though you look up, you just nothing but powder. It sounds scary, don't it? But it is. We wouldn't care because you won't be there. Why was you gonna care? You're not even gonna be in that body no more. You don't care what happened to that body as you leave it. But thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. So, that makes me frightened. You ain't gonna care. You won't even be there. Your spirit to be gone. Your spirit to be gone, but your body will be. Whatever happened to it, you wouldn't care. They could take it. 12 cars could run into it. You wouldn't care because you won't be there. Now go have a blessed day. And I told you some things today that I've been holding these in because I've been researching these a long time. It took me a long time to find that research work done. And looking at reading medical home journal, getting other people's synopsis, and adding on to my own theories. Be blessed. 12 minutes, you could talk.